even possible. Finally, I extend a sincere welcome to all the faculty members and dear
and I also request to success finds us despite the existence of failure. வெற்றி வந்தால் பணிவு அவசியம், தோல்வி வந்தால் பொறுமை அவசியம், எதிர்ப்பு வந்தால் துணிவு அவசியம், எது வந்தாலும் நம்பிக்கை அவசியம். A good morning to all present here. We are honored to gather today for Career Guidance Program, where we embark on a journey of knowledge, guidance and inspiration. To begin this program on a traditional note, I request everyone to rise for the Tamil Thai Varthal, followed by the college prayer.
நீராறும் கடலொடுத்த நிலமடந்து கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ்வரத கண்டமிலே எக்கணமும் அதிசிறந்த தக்க சிறு பிறை முதலும் கரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறமிகந்து செயல்மனாக வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே.
सत्यमूरतं सत्यपरं त्रिसत्यं सत्यस्य योनिन्निहितं च सत्ये सत्यस्य सत्यं धृतसत्यनेत्रं सत्यात्मकं त्वां शरणं प्रपन्नाः वाणी गुणानुकथने श्रवणो कथायां हस्तौ च कर्मसु मनस्तव पादयोर्नः कृत्यां शिरस्तव निवास जगत्प्रणामे दृष्टिस्ततां दर्शनेस्तु भवत्तरूणाम् नमो भगवते तस्मै कृष्णायाद्भुतकर्मणे रूपनामविभेदेन जगत्क्रीडति यो यतः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
Please be seated. With lightning of this lamp, may darkness be replaced by light, ignorance by knowledge, and sorrow by happiness. We shall proceed with the lightning of Kuthuvilakku, a symbol of wisdom and tradition. Now I kindly invite our esteemed chief guest and dignitaries on the dais to lighten the lamp. Thank you. Now I would like to invite Bhavya Bharati from 3rd BA Economics to deliver the welcome address.
The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Good morning to one and all present here. I'm Bhavya Bharati from 3rd BA Economics. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to our career guidance program. Today, we gather to explore and unlock the doors to our future, focusing on equipping ourselves with the knowledge and insight to navigate our career paths. Our objective today is to provide you with valuable guidance and inspirations, particularly in the field of economics, entrepreneurship, and how to excel in UPSC exams. We are honored to have our distinguished resource person, Dr. Nisha Nuzumuddin ma'am, whose expertise will be instrumental in shaping our aspirations. Further, I extend my warm welcome to our head of the department, Professor J.P. Jaydeep sir, for his continuous guidance and leadership in organizing such initiatives for student benefits. I welcome our deputy head, Dr. Umapati sir, who always supports students' welfare. I would also like to acknowledge the dedication of our esteemed staff coordinator, Professor Dr. S. Narayanan sir, who has always provided us with unwavering support in making this event possible. Finally, I extend a sincere welcome to all the faculty members and dear students present here today. Your enthusiasm and willingness to make event like this truly meaningful and successful. Let's make the most of the opportunities to learn, engage, and dream big. Once again, a warm welcome to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhavya, for the warm welcome. கற்றவர்களிடம் கற்பதை விட கற்றுக்கொண்டிருப்பவர்களிடம் கற்றுக்கொள். Now, it's time to introduce our chief guest for the day. I would like to invite Zeenat Sumaya from 2nd MA Economics to introduce the esteemed chief guest.
Education is the most powerful weapon which we can use to change the world. Good morning everyone present here. Myself Zeenat Sumaya from 2nd MA Economics. It's an absolute honor to introduce someone who embodies this powerful quote in every possible way. Dr. Nisha Nuzumuddin. She has been an inspiration and a guiding light to millions across India. Dr. Nisha Nuzumuddin is an eminent educationist, dynamic economist, entrepreneur and researcher with over a decade of experience in shaping young minds. As an All India UPSC IAS faculty, she has mentored more than 7 lakh students, helping them to carve a brighter future. Her journey has taken her from teaching at Hindustan University to leading as a director of academics at an academy. She co-founded Sills Plus IAS to make economics accessible to students nationwide and launched Nishanomics, a free platform simplifying the subject for all. Dr. Nisha has proudly represented India on various international platforms, earning numerous international and national accolades. In 2019, she was honored with the National Award for Teaching Excellence in Civil Service Coaching, and she was recognized as Iconic Woman of the Year 2020, followed by being honored as India's most dynamic personality in 2021. Her influence continued to soar as she was named as International Sensation of the Year 2021 and Youth Icon of Asia in 2022. Dr. Nisha's remarkable journey is decorated with several prestigious awards, including Woman of the Future 2022, 100 Inspirational Woman of the Year, and Young Inspiring Professor of the Year 2023. Her advocacy for women's rights is highlighted by her title as an active economic feminist, and her dedication to education is recognized with the Eminent Educational Leader Award. Beyond academics, Dr. Nisha defies stereotypes, shining in the world of modeling and crowned as Miss India International 2019, and establishing her own fashion company, Ray Fashion Events. As an epitome of true all-rounder, she continued to inspire in every sphere. Her achievements are not just milestones, they are a testament to her tireless dedication to education and empowerment. As someone who has been truly inspired by her works, it's my privilege to welcome Dr. Nisha Nuzumuddin ma'am to our DG Vaishnav family and for our prestigious event.
Thank you, Zeenat. I welcome our head of the department, Professor J.P. Jaydeep sir, to bestow a shawl and a memento upon our chief guest. And I also request to present a special book to honor our chief guest as a token of our profound appreciation. Now, the moment we have all been waiting for, our resource person's address. I would like to invite our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Nisha Nujmuddin ma'am, to take up stage to share her invaluable insights with us.
Yes, that's a very warm good morning to all the vibrant boys and girls of DG Vaishnav. I said a very warm good morning to all the vibrant boys and girls of DG Vaishnav. How are you all? That's it? Yes? You're just fine? Why you didn't take your breakfast that you're feeling so low in energy? Oh, that's so sad. You cannot be like that. When you represent your college, you got to be very energetic, very vibrant. So quickly tell me, what language are you more comfortable in? You're good to go with English, right? Hindi, मैं अच्छा से बात करती हूँ, no problem at all. I can talk Malayalam, I can talk Tamil, I can talk English, I can talk Hindi and even Telugu as well. So it doesn't matter to me. எப்படி வேணா பேசுற பிரச்சனை இல்ல. பெட்டல வர என்ன சம்சாரிக்கண்டே? அரே फटाफट बोलो ना. So I can. చెప్పండి నా ప్రశ్న இல்ல. See, come on, the language is not a barrier. That's perfectly, it's something for the sender and the receiver to understand. So you're okay with English? Perfect English? Good to go. No, because when I came, I was asking the coordinators as well. So then they were telling me about bilingual. So I thought, let me ask the crowd. And I think the DG Vaishnavites are good to go with English. So yes, it's a great honor, privilege and prestige to be a part of the program today and to come here as a guest. I thank the entire management, the students, the student coordinators and of course the entire teachers for supporting them to conduct such kind of program. And of course all you people who are the audience, the students today, coming and sitting with your ears and eyes open. I hope it is like that. To gather information regarding various opportunities in career guidance. So tell me, how excited are you people to literally know about this? Are you excited? You have any idea regarding your career options? அப்படிலாம் கேட்காதீங்க மேம். நல்லா படிக்கணும், ஒரு மாப்பிள்ளை பார்க்கணும், இல்லைன்னா ஒரு பொண்ணை பார்க்கணும், ஒன்னு ஒரு ஃபாரின் மாப்பிள்ளை பார்த்து கல்யாணம் பண்ணணும், இல்லைன்னா ஒரு நல்ல டவரி வாங்கி கல்யாணம் பண்ணணும். அப்படியா? 2 to 3 on your heads now. Is that the way? Yes or no? Good. I really appreciate you for that again. So now, in today, if you see, we have a beautiful topic. It is about the career guidance program to navigate the different versions in 3 different streams. One is with regard to economics, of course, which is your domain again. Even I myself from economics background, having the honor of doing my BA, MA, MPhil and PhD in the most amazing subject. I feel very honored to come and address the upcoming young economist for our country, India. Because you people are the upcoming young economist. Because studying economics is not just textbook subject. It adds a lot to your practical life as a whole. So I'll quickly tell you regarding few of the career options you can explore in economics as a subject, as a career, and then entrepreneurship. to build something, to have your own empire, to have a legacy behind yourself, a kind of entrepreneurship will help you. A quick tips on how to be a successful entrepreneur from the very same economics background that you hail. And then the competitive examinations, which all of you would be familiar with, the IAS, IPS, IRS, whatnot. A quick insights about that as well. So now, before going to all these career options, let me tell you something. You should prepare yourself to attain all this. Whether you want to have a career in economics or entrepreneurship or UPSC, you got to prepare yourself. Okay, I am now ambitious. I am well prepared. I am in a state of mind to accept what is supposed to come in my life. For that, before telling all these things, I should tell you how to prepare yourself. Don't you think so? You go to Google, you go to YouTube, you get n number of opportunities out there. Career options in economy, in UPSC, in entrepreneurship. But nobody tells you how and why you should actually do that. Am I right? You know what to become. But do anybody tell you how and why you should become? And by the way, you can become all the three. You can be an amazing economist, a wonderful entrepreneur, and an extraordinary UPSC person, either as a UPSC faculty or as an IAS or IPS officer, as you want. Because I have all these three feathers in my hat. So if I'm standing here, if I can do, why can't we not people? Once I was a small little girl, like you people, sitting over there with my teachers. Then after some time, I sat where my teachers are sitting. And today, I'm able to stand here. How? It took a very long journey. And it's not that easy as a whole. So are you excited to listen to that story? Do you really want to listen to it? I think I should take a hand mic. Because standing in one place makes me a little firm. Yes? Cool. Am I audible? Yes? Perfect. The careers that you choose in your life is something that will shape your future. What you become in your life today and what you want to become tomorrow is the choice you make in life. So before telling, as I told you, regarding the various career opportunities, let me tell you something. You have to identify who you are. You know what is the most powerful three-letter word in this entire world? The most powerful three-letter word. You know what is it? Anyone?
Everything is possible.
Amazing. Everything is possible in amazing lines and sentence. But three word that is or three letter that is very, very, very powerful. Y-O-U. Y-O-U is a three-letter word that is very, very powerful to shape you, break you, and to make you to a powerful individual. You are the power within yourself. The moment you decide what you want to be in life, this is what I want in life, automatically you start thinking, you start manifesting, and you become one of those. Am I right? So it is you. I can come and tell you things, your teachers can come and tell you things, but the moment you decide, okay, this is what I should do, this is how I should take my life, let me move myself a little ahead of what I want to achieve, then change starts. Don't you think so? So unless and until you think about the change that you want to make in your life, nothing is going to happen. Let me tell you, young boys and girls, it is not that easy to become what you want today. You may have fame, you may have money, but then to attain a position of what you want, to attain a position of recognition, respect, and self-worthiness, it takes years of patience, perseverance, and endless practice. And I'll quickly tell you how to do that. You all know what you want to become. Quickly tell me how many of you want to take any job after your graduation or your post-graduation. How many of you just want to get a job quickly? It could be a teacher, a school teacher, or a college professor, or you want to be, let's say, an entrepreneur. How many of you want to be that? How many of you want to be teachers? How many of you want to be entrepreneurs? Very good. How many of you want to be
economist? Wow, that's great. The hands are more for economists. You truly deserve good economists from this college, sir. I appreciate. That's a great kudos. How many of you want to be, a financial analyst, a data analyst, a stock broker trader, stock marketing you trade? That's called as stock broker trader. Like, oh, nalla kaas varum ma'am, adanal I'll go to stock. Very smart. I'll tell you how it is. How many of you want to be a political analyst? How many of you want to be the CEO of a company? Not the owner, CEO of a company. You can be a CEO for somebody's company also. How many of you want to be investment banker? Oh ma'am, what is investment banker? How many of you want to be IES, Indian Economic Service Officer? Very nice. How many IAS? Wow, I think you have more of UPSC candidates here. I should divert my talk to UPSC now. IAS, IPS, wonderful, wonderful. Tell me how many of you want to become a very successful individual in whichever career or path that you choose? Come on, your hands have to be full, all of you. The boys over there, you can't tell me that they're sitting simply over there. Your hands up. My hands are big. Valikida pakai. Valikida. Very good, very good. You put it down. So that's what is more important, right? So tell me, apart from one particular goal, okay, you want to be, let's say for example, somebody wants to be an entrepreneur, somebody wants to be a teacher, somebody wants to be an economist, or somebody wants to work in RBI. There is an exam called as Grade B, DPR exam. So now, Department of Economic Policy and Research Department, they conduct an exam for economics graduates. So somebody want to be that. But now, when you get into a job or a work, do you really think that you should stick yourself only to that? Life become very boring, man. Really, if you keep on doing the same job again and again, it becomes so monotonous that you start losing your identity. Look at your teachers. They are teaching every day, but they teach with innovation. They teach from heart. And every single day, we learn. Not only you students, even we the teachers, even I am a teacher. We learn every single day. So we are exploring new things based on generational perspective. The way they used to teach in 2005 is different from 2010 and 20 and 24. Because the students are different, the crowd is different, the technology is growing. So now, we keep on evolving and innovating techniques to teach like that. If you become an entrepreneur, you cannot even sit quietly. You have to train yourself every single day. How to become even more successful. How to train your staffs or employees. How to make them work like a leader. So what are you doing? You are learning. You are exploring. Am I right? When you become an IAS or IPS officer, it's not sitting at a table signing some papers as a collector. No. What can be done for this particular problem? What can be done as a solution when something happens over there? What are the new strategies or policies you will do? So what are you doing? You are keeping on and on learning. So no matter whatever profession you choose a profession in such a way that you never stop learning till you die. Because learning is a never-ending process. What is it? Learning is a never-ending process. The more you learn, the more you acquire knowledge. The more you acquire knowledge, the more powerful you become in the field that you want to be. You understand? So that is why it is said that no matter whatever career you choose, always make sure that you choose it in such a way that it will always motivate you. Have you seen some people working in IT companies? The corporate companies, the kind of stress, the kind of pressure they have, it's not a joke. So now, what does it mean? What does it actually mean? Do you want to end up yourself in such kind of companies? Do you want to end up in a corporate world of stress? Or do you want to do any work which will give you stress? Yes or no? So how will you define yourself? And most importantly, do you want to settle after getting a job? Do you want to settle after getting a job? Settle means not in financial terms. Settle with your life, your potentials. Do you want to? Yes or no? Yes. That's a very bad answer.
Never settle for anything in life, no matter you get a job also. See, when I was a small little girl, I wanted to be an archaeologist. You know what is archaeology? It's about history. You study the past, you excavate and all, right? I was in my 6th grade, 6th class, and I was very fascinated by my school teacher who used to teach me history. And I loved visiting all these old monuments. I had a craze for all these things, okay? But then, when I reached my 9th grade, a subject called as economics was introduced to us. Not 9th, I think 8th it was introduced for me. I had a different board, ISC board I had, where I studied. So then, I just knew 4 factors of production. Land, labor, capital, entrepreneur. That's it. But then, the way my teacher used to inspire me, the way she used to tell me, economics is not just a subject. It is the queen of social sciences. It is something that can make you see the world in an altogether different perspective. I actually didn't believe. அப்ப நான் என்ன நினைச்சேன்னா இவங்க என்னதான் பேசிட்டு இருக்காங்க economics மாதிரி தான் commerce மாதிரி தான் மத்த சப்ஜெக்ட்ஸும் why is she even telling about economics like this அப்போ what I thought is maybe she loved the subject so she's saying like this but then when I reached my 9th and 10th grade I really understood what she meant by that because this is one such discipline economics is one such branch or discipline where you can dream more than what you want there are so many economists who are excellent teachers professors, economists, excellent policy makers, excellent entrepreneurs, excellent wealth managers. And to be very honest, the ones who study economics are the excellent wealth managers. And they're very wealthy also, if you really know how to apply economics. You know Shah Rukh Khan? You know Preeti Zinta? You know what was their background? Economics. They know how to make money. If you really study economics properly, you will know the art of creating wealth. Really. It's not a joke. This subject is such that it is way beyond your Ricardian theories. It is way beyond your Alfred Marshall's theories and any other theory. The real economy lies in the Indian economy. It lies in the world economy. Whatever theories you study are for your textbook knowledge to convert the theoretical stuff into practical knowledge. So don't think that, ma'am, we are studying lot of theories. They are economics. No. How would you convert those theories into practical or realistic scenario? That is what makes you a really talented individual. You understand? So that is how you should see economics. So now, when that particular teacher told me, I never took it seriously. But then, when I reached my 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th grade, I really understood what she meant. Apart from learning theories or any other topics of economy textbook, I understood that more than macro economics, there is so much that is there in this subject. Which means, it will make you think out of the box. It will make you understand where you stand. In India, it is said that economics is a discipline. Once you go for your science and commerce stream in schools, they say that economics is the discipline that is given for weaker students. Am I right? Somebody who cannot study well. I don't know if that's the case in Tamil Nadu, but normally in my state in Kerala, it's like either science or commerce. Science for the best students and commerce for thoda people who cannot, study well. Bullshit. I took commerce being a science student in class 9. And then from there I took on economics because I wanted to show the world that this is not an inferior subject. This is a subject or a discipline that will take you to greater heights. Your knowledge expansion will happen because economics is one such subject that will make you think in such a way that you will do a post-mortem of any particular situation or circumstances. You become analyst. If you get one particular scenario from the individual point of view, from the society point of view, from the government point of view, from the Constitution of India's point of view, this subject will make you think in different verticals. I'm telling you this. I'm really telling you. There is economics everywhere, my children. There is economics everywhere. I have understood the importance of this particular subject and that has enabled me to literally travel to this far. And now I understand why the teacher told me, if you love economics the way it is supposed to be loved, trust me, it will enable you to be multifaceted, which means multi-talented. Really. There is economics in my economist profession. There is economics in my entrepreneurship profession. There is economics in my fashion profession. And there is complete economics in my UPSC profession. I started involving this subject no matter whatever I do. There is also economics in the coffee you drink and the tea you drink. You know that? There is something called as coffeenomics. Do you know that? You go for a cup of coffee in a canteen, right? So now, you sip a coffee or a tea. There is Chinomics and there is coffeenomics. What is that? What is that? How to make coffee is coffeenomics. What is the price of milk? What is the price of tea powder or the coffee powder? What is the price of sugar? And how is this particular person making a profit out of it? What is the price of the cup that they are serving the tea or coffee for us? That is coffeenomics. When you start analyzing from the cup of tea or the coffee that you drink, and you start evolving your brains in such a manner, like an economist, automatically what happens? You start involving economics in everything that you do. Am I right? So next time when you drink a coffee or a tea, will you remember this? Will you think like an economist? Yes or no? அதுக்குன்னு போயிட்டு பால் வேலை போய் கடையில கேட்க கூடாது. You should understand this is how it has been done. Did you understand? Why is the price of milk increasing from 20 to 24 rupees? Why does this happen so fast? Why is the government imposing tax or GST on the essential products like milk? Why? What is the reason for it? When you start questioning all these things, you start getting answers for these as well. Your brain starts functioning in a more holistic way. So that time, the real economics person inside you comes out. Do you really want to do that? You should actually do that. Because if you don't do that, then there is no point. So now, this subject is not a joke. This subject is considered to be the most celebrated subject outside India as a whole. If you go to any country, when I was in Sri Lanka, when I was in Japan, when I was in UK, trust me, I was highly, highly appreciated just because I had a background of economics. You know how do they treat us? They call us as social scientists. They don't call you from economics background. They say, we have the social scientist people here to present a paper or to present the audience. Such a respect they give you. And to get an admission in LSE, London School of Economics, or anywhere, for economics, it's very, very difficult. It's not that easy, like what you see in India. So you need to understand the importance of this subject, what you're studying. Once you understand that, automatically you'll be able to fly out in shining colors. Now, I'll quickly tell you the various career opportunities in economics and how will you attain them. The most popular opportunity that is there among all the graduates of economy is today. The graduates of economics today is to go for teaching. People prefer teaching. Go as a college lecturer or a school teacher or a professor. After that, what do? Let me get into banking. Write all the bank examination. That comes under competitive examination strategy. And you think that, chalo, I'm fit enough for this. Some people, what do? After graduation, they say, no, I should go for post-graduation. Done. Chalo, no worries. Now, after your post-graduation, you have to make a choice, right? So what will you do, apart from teaching? Some people want to be data analyst. You know what is data analyst? You know what is the research? What is the research? What is research, guys? Oh my God, don't tell me you do not know that. What is research? அது வாயை திறந்து சொல்லணும் உட்கார்ந்து பேச தெரியாது சத்தமா பேசு. What is research? Tell boys, you should not be shy. Oh my God, you're very shy. What is research? சொல்லுப்பா. பரவாயில்ல, தப்பா இருந்தாலும் ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை கிடையாது. It is okay to make mistakes. You learn from that. Say.
Collection of data and information.
Very good. Give him a clap. At least he said something. See, the problem the youngsters of today is facing is you're very bold, very active in the era of phone. Via phone you will do everything. But when it comes to a crowd of 100 or 200 or 50 people, what will my friend think? What will the opposite gender think about me? Na tappa solitena enna nenipa. Let them think. Are they paying your bills? Are they paying your bills? So what does it matter to you? What does it really matter to you? It is okay unless and until you are saying what you want to say. Is it clear? So make sure that you are so confident in such a way that at least you did that. To have a successful career, confidence is number one rule. I'll tell you some rules also after this. Otherwise, there's no point. Anyways, as what you said, yes, lot of data, lot of information you keep collecting. So now, with that data information, for example, I want to know the performance of the DG Vaishnav 2024 batch, the current batch. I will get the data of all the students, then do an analysis, right? So that is what is called as research. So now, this research is very much required in every field of your life. Why? The more you research, the more you understand what you want in life. Not only data, everything is required. Now, for a data analyst, as I was telling you, research is the core of it. Some people, when they study economics, they are more into data. They love collecting data. There are two types of data. Primary, secondary. We all know that. What is primary? Go to each one of you, give a questionnaire, fill the questionnaire, get information. Am I right? Secondary is already there is a data about the university, about let's say DG Vaishnav College, about Department of Economics. From that, you will do a research. That is called as secondary data in simple terms. So now, some people are interested for all those perspectives. They want to pursue their career in data analysis perspective. It's a very big field today. Today, there is no BA Economics. It is BSc Economics with data sciences in many universities. Very soon, I think in your colleges also, the UGC will change it. It is BSc Economics with data sciences, which means the opportunity or the chance of you becoming a data analyst is huge. And every corporate company needs a very good data analyst person as a whole. Now, the next one is financial analyst. If you're good in your financial economics, if you're pretty good in understanding and calculating and predicting what will happen, trust me, you can end up being a beautiful financial analyst for a company. They are very well high paid jobs. 70 to 80 lakhs per year CTC will be a starting package. I'm not joking with you. This is very true. Next is political analyst. People who study political science, automatically they tend to be political analyst. Political analyst means people who run the show for the elections. You have seen all these people contesting for elections, right? The master brain behind all those. Who should participate? Who should stand as a candidate? What are the strategies to be followed? What policies to be taken? How can you win? How can this particular party win? All these predictions, choices and decisions are done by a group of people called as political analyst. And it is a very highly paid job and a very high security job. You will be treated just like that. You will be the decision maker for the contesting people of elections of what they should do and what they should not do. Even in terms of spending money also. How much of money should be allocated or spent for one particular project or purpose, you will decide. You understand? So political analysis is also a huge task. That is also a career option with economics. And then if you see investment banker or let's say stock broker traders, you know a bull market and bear market. Do you know what is bull and bear? Have you studied all that? Okay, let me make it very simple. You know what is trading? You know what is trading, children? Stock market, you know SEBI, Security Exchange Board of India, they are the one who does all this, right? If you put 30 rupees, if you trade well, it becomes 50 rupees or 100 rupees. If you don't trade, it becomes zero also. It's like a bidding, it's like an auction. So now, there is a beautiful career as a stock broker trader. For example, I like to do trading, but I don't have time. I have some money with me. I want to buy shares of few company. Okay. Now your HOD is there. I am telling, sir, are you interested to join me? He said, chalo madam, I'll join with you. But both of us don't have time to trade. I will hire a stock broker trader. You will do trading in place of me. And you will be paid money for that as well. And people end up making huge amount of commissions, bonuses or money through stock broker trading as a whole. That is also a beautiful choice you can do. You can start as a stock broker trader as a part-time job. When you're studying itself, when you're doing your MBA or MA itself, as a part-time you can become a stock broker trader if you're very smart at it. You can trade for people, not only within India, you can actually trade for foreign people also. For that, you have to open an account. Make yourself quite visible in the online trading platform and people will search you no matter whatever. Get yourself enrolled with certain companies and trust me, you make a lot of money. That is a part-time job to start with. Once you are into full-time of it, you can have your own company out of it. See, all these things are interrelated. You understand? It's like being a stock broker trader is also connected to becoming an entrepreneur. If you do the business well, automatically you end up having your own trading company. Am I right? So everything is interrelated. So now, apart from that, the next amazing career opportunity in economics that you have is to go for the competitive examination, that is IES, Indian Economic Service. Like your IAS and your IPS, you have something called as IES. I take the privilege to say that I am a qualified IAS officer of 2015 cadre batch. After my MA, I did it, but then choices to do my MPhil and my PhD, I had to voluntarily resign. But I had a great opportunity to work with Niti Aayog for some time. And then Dr. C. Rangarajan, the ex-RBI governor, was my professor. And working with him was a great pleasure for me, due to which I made a choice of not continuing in bureaucracy, but rather to be a teacher and to keep spreading the knowledge and information to millions of crowd across India. So I'm very happy that I made a choice like that. So now this Indian Economic Service is very, very, very easy. The qualification requires a postgraduate degree in economics, in statistics, even for commerce also they now accept. Previously only economic graduates could actually write the exam, but now it is open to statistics department, actuarial sciences, economics. Once you do your post-graduation, you are eligible. Whatever you study, microeconomics, macroeconomics, development economics, international economics, Indian economy, all these are the papers. Okay, very simple it is. So now this particular examination has a set of syllabus. It will be purely theoretical in nature. It will be subject to also. You have to write the answers. Paper 1, paper 2. You have 2 different papers like that. It is just like, your UPSC only. It also comes under UPSC. You understand? So now that will enable you to work as a joint director or a deputy director for organizations like Niti Aayog, like Department of Economic Affairs and Finance. All these departments will be working in a very reputed position. It is also equal to your IAS, IPS only, but then you will be more into policy making. People think that IES is not like IAS and IPS. Trust me, for IES, you need a postgraduate degree. For IAS and IPS, just a normal graduate degree is enough. So understand what is more valuable. You will be the policy makers. And this will lead you to become the cabinet ministers, the economic policy advisors to the PM Council. You know that? For the Prime Minister, there is an Economic Advisory Council. You will be directly recruited for all that. Without writing Indian Economic Service also, you can become a member, a junior economist or economist and work in the Prime Minister's Economic Advisory Council. For that, very simple. You have to apply when the opportunity comes. Last month, in August, there was an opportunity for the graduates also as an internship to apply in the Prime Minister's Economic Advisory Council. They'll inject you as an intern initially. They'll teach you the policy framework, methods. You'll be part of all those. Slowly and gradually, you'll learn it. Now, another option for you people is, since you are doing your graduation and post-graduation, every year in the month of August, September, October, in any of these cycles, go to Niti Aayog's website. In Niti Aayog website, they always prefer taking students who are in the last semester of their studies in economics, either graduate or postgraduate. And those who are in the second years also, you will be able to actually apply for it if you are in your second year or third year as a whole. Now, when you start working for Niti Aayog as an intern, you'll start studying about the policy perspectives. You understand? So now, this is an amazing career. Go to Niti Aayog's website and make sure that you are looking out for the internship opportunity. That certificate, what you get, is worth $1 million in your resume to start your career. When you go somewhere for a job, only your educational qualification will be there. The work experience as a student can be shown as worked as an intern for Niti Aayog, worked as an intern for World Bank. You know, World Bank also conducts lot of projects and programs. For example, poverty. What is poverty? What is poverty? Huh? What are you asking me, ma'am? Don't ask such kind of questions. Really? What is poverty? Quick! Yes, say louder. Very good. Give him a clap. Very good, Karna. Very nice. That is the basic keyword poverty is when a person is deprived. Deprived means when he or she does not have access to basic facility, which means amenities, food, clothing, shelter. But according to World Bank, we can't say this is poverty. There is no universal definition for poverty. Okay. If any individual is not having, as per the recent current affairs data of 2024, if any individual in the entire world I'm talking, is not having money compared to certain standard levels, which means if anybody's income is less than $2.18 per day, then he or she is considered to be poor. He or she is considered to be in poverty. So now there are so many researches and projects that are happening on poverty. Even today, you think our country India is too good? That we don't have poverty? We have so many issues of poverty coming up. Though we have been able to reduce the issues of poverty also, it is still coming up. So every now and then, the Poverty Lab consists of a lot of projects for youngsters like you. You can join as an intern for World Bank project. Just imagine you are being a part or intern or as an intern for the World Bank project. What a recognition you get, am I right? So now what will you do? Go to the World Bank website. Go to Google. You all have phone. Search World Bank internships on poverty. That is very easy to get because they take children who are graduates and postgraduates. Join the program. They will give you data to analyze. They'll give you small job initially. And then they will teach you how to run the data, what all to be done, how to write a policy or project report. You understand? All these are amazing things. I have done all this. I'm telling you. So that will make you like anything. So excellent you'll become in your, theoretical knowledge and practical knowledge. So this is another opportunity. Similarly, you can go to UNICEF also. What is UNICEF? United Nations. What is UNICEF? United Nations. It is children. They have a word called children. What is UNICEF? United Nations International Children Emergency Fund. You can even work in that. From the economist perspective, go to the website of UNICEF, search for bidding economist role there. Again, as a student, you can complete. And by the way, all these are not 1 year program. All these are just 2 months, 3 months, 6 month program like that. So during your study, during your graduation or post-graduation time itself, what is happening? You are getting exposure to all these external verticals also. Is it not benefiting your career? These are online, by the way. Many of these are online. And maybe once in a while you have to visit the head office. In Chennai also there are so many head offices like that. And Saturday, Sunday you're free, right? And if you want, you can still work ahead for that also. So now this is actually helping you to start building a career from the time you are studying itself. Is it not a good idea? Absolutely a great idea, right? So once you finish your graduation or post-graduation, what happens? In your resume or your CV, you can mention all this. Won't people be impressed to take you? Oh God, this girl or boy has also worked with Niti Aayog. Whether you're intern or not intern is not their concern. You have worked with them. You understand? Now, have you heard about SIDCO? Small Industries Development Corporation? Again in Tamil Nadu, you have the Sitco. What you do is they need junior economic analyst to work. They will give you a project. You can be a part of it. You know about agriculture? Now, we have so many researches happening for agriculture perspective with the ministry as a whole. You can again be a part of all those things also. Instead of WhatsApping and Instagramming and Facebooking, sometimes kabhi what you should do. Phone is to be used as a medium of not only entertainment. It should be infotainment. Information plus entertainment. Go to Google Chrome, search all this. Lot of ideas come. Do you understand? And by the way, do you want to be a shareholder at the age of 17, 18, 20? Or 21? Do you want to be a shareholder of any company? Ventava? Yeah? Why? Why Kanna? Why you only? I can see I am very good in my eyes. I can see. Why? ஐயோ நான் எதுவுமே சொல்லல மேம் என்ன மேம் என்ன பாக்குறேன் டேய் தம்பி இது பாரு I have been like this the most notorious girl I was in my campus but I used to study well. That's a beautiful thing. So whatever you do na, I understand. It doesn't work with me. It doesn't work with me. Is it clear? Yes? Beautiful. Give me a clap na. Pavam bayanta. I was just kidding. Leave it. No, you got to be like that, girls and boys. The more bold you are, the more vibrant you are, and the more confident you are. Be as a rock who's difficult to break and shake. You got to be like that. Anyways, back to what I was talking. Where did I stop? Where did I stop, guys? Huh? Very good. You know what the company Patanjali? You know Patanjali, na? Anlam, Rilam, Talam of Baba Ramdev. I was just kidding, yeah. For example, I'm telling you. Now, there are so many students, my UPC students, who are having shares in that company. Very simple. With 25 rupees, or 100 rupees, or with even 200 or 500 or 1000 rupees, you can buy a share in the company. You know that? Now, go to Google. Go to Google, type how to become a shareholder or how to buy a share in the companies. A list of companies will be put forward. Again, your stock market will come there. Now, you have to open an account for it, a demat account, and now start slowly buying, put money, whatever pocket money you have. Through that, start buying shares in that particular company. At a very young age, the entrepreneur in you emerges. Is it clear? You never knew this before, right? Even I never knew till my teacher told me this. Yes, trust me. You can start buying shares like that also. Will you do it today? Go and see now. Which all companies? In my, Mahindra company? Mahindra is also a very popular company where people can buy shares. Onnu vandu 1 lakh 2 lakh la kadiyadu. 100, 200, 500, 1000 also you can buy. Let's keep it 1000 for a safer side. 1000 rupees today is not a big thing for anybody. Pocket money comes to you, I know. So that money, instead of going and doing all other nottangis, invest like this. It will give you a lot of returns. The 1000 can become 5000 and 10,000 in 1 week also. It depends upon how the trading goes. It's very, very easy. Start exploring these options also, my young students. It is worth trying. Yes? And the most celebrated career option in economics is to be an economist. To be an economist, there is no need of any specialized degrees or any specialized coaching. Your BA, MA would do. If you can do MPhil and PhD, well and good. To call yourself a certified economist. Now, to be an economist, 3 qualities are required. 1, understand the subject economics apart from theoretical perspective. Whatever you study in theory, put them into practice. I told you regarding, we discussed about poverty, right? It is a theory of poverty also. But now, how it is affecting the people of India or how it is having an impact on the global scenario. What can be done to reduce it? What are the measures to be taken? When you start thinking like this, you start converting the theory into practical perspective. Am I right? So now that makes you a well-defined, established economist in very simple terms. And now the next important thing is to be an economist. Have a strong decisive capacity or a decision-making power. You know what is the meaning of that? You should not be double-minded. Economists are people who are capable of taking decisions and predicting things. You're not an astrologer, by the way. Okay. But you make decisions or you predict decisions based on the available set of data that you have. And the third quality for an economist is read, and update yourself with every single current affairs thing that is happening. Not only with regard to the subject economics, but also international relations, world economics, world politics, schemes, indexes, programs, everything. Because you should have a clear-cut understanding of what is happening in and around you. Then you are a qualified economist as a whole. And then start practicing in multiple organizations like Niti Aayog, World Bank, CITCO, even MSME also. You know what is MSME, right? Micro, small, medium enterprises. They always welcome young economist people to join them. They will not put notice and all. Go to the website, keep searching. Sometimes when you have time, visit the office, talk to the people, do a ground check. It will be very, very nice to interact with people and understand the opportunity. And even RB also, when you have time, there is office in Chennai, regional office. Go there, just see how it is. You can have an entry there. If you say you have come here, your college can arrange for a visit also. It's very nice. There are so many internships happening in RB also. All these are very, very good. Not only a certificate that you get, you also learn a lot of things practically. Because today's education is not about textbook knowledge. It is not about becoming, A plus or B grade or C grade. It is about vocational training. Vocational training means practical training. Acquiring skills when you study itself. Study with skills. That is more important because these skill sets only will enable you to attain what you want in life once you finish your graduation. Yes? Now, having said that, you have something called as entrepreneurship. So I could see few hands coming up for entrepreneur. What are the 3 things that you want to do when you become an entrepreneur? And by the way, what is entrepreneurship? Creating something new, starting a new business or starting a new industry, right? Even making a chapati, making a pickle, urga at your home is also entrepreneurship. And if you start selling to people at a small level, right? When you want to be an entrepreneur, please take one thing out of your brain. Don't become an entrepreneur only to make money. Money is very important. Money is power, power is money, no doubt about it. But then try to produce quality, not just quantity. When you want to be an entrepreneur, 3 things are important. One is start understanding what is your area of interest. What is one area? Is it cooking? Is it some other producing some products or some beauty products? Or is it starting an education institution or running a tutorial center? Or you want to have your career in fashion or beauty, whatever. Choose what you want to do based on your interest. Or you want to do an Airbnb business. You know what is Airbnb? When you go to some place, you book a hotel to stay, right? These days, people don't prefer hotels. People prefer service apartments. They want to book a service apartments for the boys. When you go to Pondicherry, what do? You prefer staying in service apartments, right? I know, don't laugh. I know all that Nottangi of you people. Okay. So now, you prefer booking a service apartments. Why? Because that home feeling, cozy, comfort feeling. Now, take an apartment. Let's say 35,000 you are renting an apartment. 3-bedroom apartment. Okay. Now, Airbnb is a website. Airbnb business is nothing but it's a rental business. You take an apartment for 35,000 rent, 3 BHK, let's say in Pondicherry. Now, one room, you can give all these 3 rooms at different rates. You can give the whole 3 BHK also to the customer. List your property in booking.com, Airbnb, then in Make My Trip and all. So now one room you can charge 3,000 rupees. So 3 rooms will give you 6,000 rupees. Right? What is the monthly rent you're paying? 35,000. What is the per day income you're getting? 9,000. So how many days you'll be able to cover this 35,000 within? 3-4 days. 1 month has 30 to 31 days. So after all electricity bill, caretaker bill, the rent, everything, if you on a daily basis, let's say out of 30 days, 20 days you're having business, 10 days you don't have business. but still you end up making profit. Am I right? With that money, invest in other property, the same rental business. It will work wonder. That is another business for the budding entrepreneurs that people should think about. Now, when you do all this, initially it will not be that effective. Sometimes you'll feel, oh God, no people are coming to stay in my apartment or villa. What I'll do? Make it more creative by using the most powerful social media handle you have. Your Instagram, your Facebook. Start putting creative things in that. How is for example, your service apartment is different from others. What are the exclusive features you're giving them? What is one thing that makes it so different? Be more creative. Start reaching out to people via these social media handles also. I'm going to give an example to you. You understand? So now, when you start doing all these things, the entrepreneur inside you develops more. Similarly, I just give an example for you to know. Similarly, whatever business you do, point number 1, what is your taste or choice of interest? Point number 2, will you be really able to invest not only your time and heart, your time, heart, energy and soul into it. I repeat, time, heart, energy and soul into it. Because unless and until you do that, you cannot even think of building anything. Trust me, it's difficult. You should invest everything, not only money, yourself in such a way that it's like a baby, you have to develop that baby business to a greater empire, right? So now this is another thing that you should keep in mind. The next thing for an entrepreneurship thing is have a set of defined goal. Who are your targeted customers? Where is the location that you should start with? Is it within Chennai, outside Chennai, or wherever you want to? Where are the potential customers gonna come? That is very important. What is the age category of people who will buy your service or use your product? Now, there are some situations where some people cannot start a business in the peak areas. Let's say, for example, to start an institute, IAS institute. Anna Nagar is said to be the hub of UPSC institute. Am I right? But if I start one in T Nagar, will people come? But trust me, people still comes. How? I'm going to popularize the so-called hybrid model of teaching. I'm going to tell them, come and enjoy the superficial technology that you have in the hybrid model with the best-in-class infrastructure for civil service coaching and with the world-class faculties from Delhi directly. If I do all this branding with a very good, infrastructure and ads, won't people think about it? They will think. Place doesn't become a barrier for you when you get quality there. Am I right? So now, there are situations where certain business cannot happen in the locality you want to. But now, creating a business in a locality that you never wanted to, but still you're trying it out. You have to be more creative and try to build your business with the quality that you have. It is not easy to make profit in initial 3 months of any business. After 3 months, at least you'll reach the break even. It may even take to 6 months also sometime. Never give hope till you attain what you want. Is it clear? This is something that is very, very important to be kept in mind. Yes? Yes or no? And now to UPSC. Union Public Service Examination. They conduct India's most prestigious examination called as UPSC. Under UPSC, you have so many services. IAS, Indian Administrative Services. IPS, Indian Police Service. IRS, Indian Revenue Service. Then IFS, Indian Foreign Service. These are the only services that you know. But when you prepare for UPSC, you are actually preparing yourself for so many other services. The qualification for any person to write the UPSC examination is you should have finished a college degree. You should have a graduation in hand. And you should have completed 21 years of age. Then you are eligible to write this examination. And when you write the examination, you are not going to write only for IAS, IPS and all. That examination is an eye-opener to 21 services. IAS, IPS, IRS, again IPS, Indian Postal Code, Indian Revenue Service, oh my god, Indian Foreign Service, Indian Forest Service. There are so many services that you do not even know that exist when you write this examination. So people write exam only to be IAS, IPS, you think. No. There are 21 services that is included. You will be posted in any one services, no doubt about it, no doubt about it. But whether you want to continue in that particular service or you want to be an IAS, IPS is your choice. So people again repeat it. So this is the basic eligibility criteria and the opportunities you have in UPSC. Now, to prepare for UPSC or Union Public Service Examination, it is not an easy thing. People say that only those who study can prepare for UPSC. No. Whether you study or you don't study is secondary. As far as UPSC is concerned, this is not an exam, not a competitive examination. It is a journey which will transform the evolution of your personality. Tell me, when you're sitting like this, one among you has become an IAS officer or IPS officer. When you come down to the same college where you studied as a guest, how would you feel? You feel very inspired, very motivated, and the people sitting there and your teacher sitting there who taught you will feel even more proud of you. And now, that particular examination called as UPSC not only gives you money, it gives you lot of prestige, lot of self-esteem and power. So money is power, power is money, I told you, right? In today's world, you can earn money hook or crook. But now, the money that comes through a lot of self-respect with lot of power is very rare. And doesn't mean that all the IAS and IPS people are also again excellent people. See, the choice is yours. Whether you want to be a bureaucrat. You know what is bureaucrat? Officer. Officers are called as bureaucrats. Whether you want to be a bureaucrat or an eminent bureaucrat. What is eminent? The best. Ilya. The choice is yours. There are a lot of people. But how will you become the best out of it? For that, certain special quality should define you, right? So now let me quickly ask a question to you. How many of you want to be the best? How many of you want to be the best? Very nice, very nice. Oh my god. Sorry, I have rejected all of you. I don't want to recruit the best people for the IAS, IPS examination or for any other careers you want to choose. In today's world, there is nothing called as the best. For example, she could get 80 out of 100, she could get 80 marks today. Another girl is getting only 40 today. But tomorrow, if this particular girl studies very well, she can also end up getting 80. Am I right? So to become the best is when you work hard and try hard. Let's say there are 10 best people in this particular hall. But I need only one person with me here. How will I make a choice? To find the best of the best? Very difficult. Whatever examination, whatever interviews I do, all the 10 people are equally great. But I need only one person. So what will you do? It becomes very, very difficult, the choice, right? So now, listen carefully. In today's world, it is not who is the best. Rather, who can survive the thicks and storms of life, called as survival of the fittest. Let me quickly tell you a story. In a jungle, there are 3 animals. Elephant, lion, tiger. How many of you love elephants? They're very cute, they're very, very nice, right? Okay. How many of you love tigers? What about lions? Wow, a lot of hands for the lion. Now, an elephant is very huge and hefty, right? It's very huge, it's very tall, it's very hefty, heavy also. Now, a tiger and a lion is not as huge and heavy like an elephant. If an elephant 80 minutes, tiger or lion, elephant is very big. If an elephant comes to this room, will you sit and look at it? You will run like anything. Am I right? So, an elephant has its own quality. It is even taller and huge than tiger and lion. A tiger can run very fast. It runs so fast than an elephant and a lion. Am I right? And a lion is not as huge and heavy as a elephant. It cannot run as faster as a tiger also. But it has its own qualities of patience, perseverance and all. Out of these three animals, who is called as a king of jungle? Why? Why elephant is not good? Tiger is not good? It has its own quality. Each of these three animals are best in its own way. But why is lion called as a king of the jungle? Acha, if a tiger is coming inside, you will sit like this, sir. You will run away. Why tiger is not fearless? Elephant is not fearless? It is. Why? Why is lion called the king of jungle? Quick, 30 seconds I'll give you. Why tiger don't have attitude? Quick. வேட்டையா இருக்கு. அப்ப என்ன லைன் பண்ண மாட்டா, டைகர் பண்ண மாட்டா, எலிஃபண்ட் பண்ண மாட்டே தம்பி? Quick. The girls, why are you so silent? As if some glue is stuck onto your mouth. Talk. Interact. It is okay if it is wrong also. I told you initially. If you don't interact, there is no point. You want to say, but ma'am, நான் எப்படி சொல்றது? என்ன நினைப்பாங்க? நினைக்கட்டும், பிரச்சனை இல்ல, ஒன்னும் ப்ராப்ளம் இல்ல, யார் என்ன வேணா நினைக்கட்டும். What does it stop you girls? Enough. Too much of discussion. Enough. The boys are discussing too much. Why guys? Why is lion called the king of jungle? Just now I told you something. Very good. Survival of the fittest. Elephant is huge, a tiger can run very fast compared to a lion. But then, if you see a lion, it is so ferocious than an elephant and tiger in the sense that when an elephant or a tiger is coming to attack a lion in any context, the lion sets forward a barrier or a boundary where that particular other animals will take a step back. It is the perseverance, it is the patience, it is a kind of not just attitude, rather the optimistic attitude of shining just like a fire is there in that particular animal. And the kind of ferociousness this animal showcase will even scare an elephant or a tiger. Elephant and tiger is also big, is also the best, but they cannot survive a situation just like how a lion does. Because of that one particular quality. Because an elephant and a tiger will keep on running to catch a prey. A lion will not keep on running to catch a prey. It will make the prey, the deer or whatever, to come to its den. It's very smart. So now, it shows that it is not who is the best, rather the survival of the fittest, who will run the show and who will win the show. So that is why a lion is called as the king of the jungle. So now you tell me, whom do you want to become? Do you want to become like the tiger, elephant or lion? Very good. Which means you should not aim to become the best, rather survival of the fittest, no matter whatever. When people try to insult you, when people try to break you, when people try to shake you, okay, no problem. It could be your friends, your family, your relatives, somebody, it's okay. Let them cut you into pieces, perfectly fine. You should have such a kind of patience and perseverance that when somebody tries to cut you into pieces, you should stick back like a jelly, so strong. That shows that you are a survivor. Survival of the fittest. Overcoming obstacles, challenges and struggles is not an easy thing. This UPSC is not an examination, I told you, right? It is a journey that will shape you, that will redefine the evolution of your personality. When you study for UPSC, if you see, there are a set of subjects for you. Very simple. Your basic NCERT, what you studied in class 9, 10, 11, 12, avloda. Instead of by-hearting it, you will start studying the basic class 9, 10, 11, 12 NCERT by comparing it with the current affairs. That's it. So now there are 3 stages for UPSC. The first stage, what are you doing, boys? What is that you are laughing so much? May I please know? Come and share the stage with me, my boys, to laugh. Let me also laugh. Yes? You want to? Or you'll come after the program? Huh? Good to go? Are good to go? Shall I? That's a great sign for me. Good. Where did I stop, girls and boys? Where did I stop? Not there. Very good. There are 3 stages. Very attentive there. Smart. I like it. So now, one is the preliminary examination stage. So prelims means it is objective in nature. Ingy pinky ponky, father has a donkey. What is that? Option A, option B, option C. Similarly, it is objective in nature. You have multiple choice questions. Then part 2, that is the stage 2. If you clear your stage 1, you have stage 2, which is subjective in nature. Subjective means written examination. And stage 3 is personality test, which is interview. It's a most amazing examination that even if you don't clear it also, trust me my students, the effort you take in preparing for a competitive examination like UPSC is worth a lifetime. Your entire personality, your character and your self will change. Apart from textbook knowledge, you'll start studying so many things in UPSC. Because let's say for example, you all know about inflation, right? What is inflation? Price rise. When the price of tomato increased from rupees 10 to 20, that is price rise. When the price of petrol increased from rupees 100 to 107, that is price rise. But technically in economics, we call it as inflation. Now, when you study this for UPSC, you understand what is inflation. Or let's say what is the definition of that? The continuous or the persistent rise in general price level. Your textbook, whatever it is. But the examination is so smart, they will not ask you what is inflation. Or they will not give you, consider the following statements, which is the right one. Inflation is a price rise. No. Rather, what they will do is, one line they'll give you a definition. The second line will be the analytical and the current affairs of it. Why inflation is high? Why is this particular inflation high during COVID time? Why it is not coming down? And what is inflation targeting? You know what is inflation targeting? You know what is inflation targeting? You should know it in economics. Don't tell me you do not know. No, ma'am, they do not know all this. You know what is inflation targeting? You know what is a target? Aiming to achieve something, right? So now if price rise keeps on happening from 6% to 8 to 10%, can you live in this economy? It is so difficult. So it is important for the government or the RBI to target or limit what price rise. So to target price rise to one particular number or to limit the price rise, a concept called as inflation targeting was brought in. That's it. So there is a percentage for that. 4% with plus or minus tolerance band of 2%. You will study all this theoretical. Now, for UPSC, they'll ask you, inflation targeting is such that for so and so year, due to so and so reasons, you'll be like, oh my God, I know what is inflation, I know what is inflation targeting. But what is the question asking me? Due to this particular reason. It could be because of only this reason or any other reason. You see how tricky they are? You understand? So now this particular UPSC examination is the only examination that makes your brain walk and think even during examination. You studied everything about inflation. When you go and sit in the examination hall, it is objective type questions, right? Now, one question, 60 seconds, which is 1 minute. 30 seconds for you to read the question. 10 seconds for you to mark the answer. And remaining 20 seconds for you to decide whether it is right or wrong. How difficult it is. You studied everything, go, mark the answer, come back. But this is the only examination. During the examination time also, your brain will work. Whether to mark it right or mark it incorrect. Why? Because the options given will be so simple but very, very tricky. UPSC plays with word. For example, inflation is price rise, right? I'm going to tell you something. Inflation is a continuous rise in general price level only. The extreme word is ONLY, only. Is this statement correct? I repeat, inflation is the continuous rise in general price level only. Is that the meaning of inflation? Yes or no? Is this statement correct or incorrect? Think. I told you what is the definition of inflation. You cannot tell me this now. Really? Why is only coming? Is it right? How many say it is correct? How many say it is incorrect? Oh my God, I caught you. This is UPSC. See, children, only is a keyword, which is an extreme word. So you will think, price rise mattu illama kuda inflation irukkalame. Ana na enna kelvi keten, what is the definition? Definitions vandu rise in general price mattum da inflation ah irukka mudiyum. O and ly only is just that I added. So ஒரு simple definition வந்து ஒரு normal words கொண்டு வந்துட்டு what are they doing? Okay, what are they doing? They're trying to confuse you with that. This is UPSC. So are you not making a decision in the examination hall itself? Now if you mark it wrong, negative marking is there. Correct போட்ட ஆன்சர் கூட என்ன ஆகும்? அப்ப marks போய்டும். So it's very very interesting. இதெல்லாம் முடிச்ச பிறகு second stage is there, right? If you qualify the prelims, you come to the second stage. Again, what is inflation? Why is inflation so high in our country, India? You know 20 points. But UPSC does not want 20 points. 150, 150 words or 250, 250 words. Within 150 or 250 words, based on the demand of the question, you have to write the answer in a beautiful way. So no matter how much of information you know about one particular topic also, how beautifully you precise it, you comprise it and write what is required. So UPSC is about not what you know. It is about how and why you will comprise it and write it and present it. ஏன்னா அந்த வேர்ட் லிமிட் தாண்ட கூடாது. ஆனா அந்த 20 பாயிண்ட்மே இருக்கணும். ரொம்ப ஸ்மார்ட்டா யோசிக்கணும். You understood? அதுக்கப்புறம் இன்டர்வியூ வரும். இன்டர்வியூல வந்தா what is your name, from where are you coming? Hey, I'm so and so, I'm Nagesh, I'm Jodesh, I'm that and this. I'm coming from Ponnamalle, I'm coming from Ananagar. Bullshit, they'll throw you out. You cannot do all that. You cannot do all that not only there. Now when you go for a UPSC interview, they'll ask you to introduce yourself. The way you introduce yourself, I am so and so person hailing from so and so place with a strong determination to serve my country India, that is why I'm here. Konjam creative apdi pesano. Ana anga vanda they will never ask you questions based on your textbook. They will ask you questions which are quite logical, practical and reasonable. They will ask you questions from textbooks, but what is your opinion about that? How would you see this particular factor like this? Why is India like this? Or some certain perspective as such. You won't believe. There are questions asked about arranged marriage and love marriage. Okay, let me ask you. As a UPSC aspirant sitting here, okay? Okay, generally I'm asking a question to you. How to reply for an interview. What is your opinion about arranged marriage and love marriage? Which one would you choose? Quick. இப்படி போய் சொல்ல முடியாதாங்க. I love marriage. My question is, what is your, look at the keyword, what is your opinion about arranged marriage and love marriage and which one would you choose? Both marriage. எவ்வளவு தான் கல்யாணம் பண்ணோம்? ஒண்ணுதான் முடியும், இல்லனா உள்ளதா போய் இருக்கணும். Acha, love marriage. You will reply like this to the interview person? How will you reply to the interview person? I prefer love marriage, I prefer arranged marriage because I feel that will be better choice. Is that how you will reply? Is that how you will reply? Okay, shall I reply and show you? Quick, in 30 seconds. The question is, what is opinion about these two marriages and what is your view on it? Inga vandu you should never take a stand on any particular love or arranged marriage because that shows you're a biased person. So now the answer to such particular question should be in such a way that marriage is an institution where two families are brought together. So now it is a bonding of two particular individuals. Whether it is arranged or love marriage, it is insignificant. It is all about understanding. It is all about understanding the person that you want to enter your life with. Now, when somebody opts for love marriage, people think that love marriage makes them happier. The concept of love or arranged is actually a mythical thing. Whether love or arranged marriage, it is about the love that we generate, not only among two people, but two families and for generations to come. Because that is how we'll inspire the society and the family. And through this, we'll be able to reduce the divorce rates that is increasing in our country, India. This is the way you should reply. Talk with the point, with the sense. When something is important. And now, connecting it to the social cause of current affairs, right? This makes you look more appealing, more confident, more knowledgeable. You want to ask me any questions apart from this? Quick, I'll show a sample of that to you. Anybody wants to ask? I'll give you 30 seconds. Quick. You want to ask? Quick. You can. Without mic also get up and ask, no problem. You have any questions? ஒரு பெரிய group discussion போதும் என்ன கேட்கலாம்னு இருக்கிறதே 30 seconds ஒரு பெரிய group discussion. You don't want to ask anything, girls? You sure? You sure? You don't want to ask anything? I've told you this. Come on, I hate when people don't ask questions. கேள்வி கேட்கணும். கேள்வி கேட்டாதான் நீங்க இன்னும் முன்னேற முடியும். கேளுப்பா. நான் எந்த மாதிரி புக் எல்லாம் படிப்பேன்? Okay, that's a wonderful question. See, I read, you can sit. I read a lot of books. Some of the books are based on fictions. Some of them are inspiring stories. And I'm a lover of motivational books a lot. But these days, I like to read books that gives me a lot of knowledge based on spirituality and wisdom. Because I am into that stage of life where I like all those things. And whenever I choose a book, I feel that every book is a bit of information converting to knowledge. So whatever books I read or you read, take 3 things from that. The gist of it, convert the information to knowledge, and how that knowledge turns into wisdom. That's the purpose of reading a book, to upgrade your knowledge. Yes? Quick.
One group is saying men are dominant, and another group is saying feminism is taking the world. What is it?
Once again, one group is saying men are dominant.
Another one is saying feminism is taking over the world.
Oh, very nice question. One group is saying men are dominant, another group is saying feminism is dominating the world or taking the whatever it is. Very nice question. It's a very controversial question. Both men and women are the genders that are created by God. For a child to be born, you need a man and a woman. So now understanding the equal capabilities and qualities of both the genders and thereby preventing gender disparity and advocating gender equality is very important. To a society that tells men are dominant, let me tell you something. If you look at your scriptures, if you look at your ancient scriptures, the men were dominant, but not dominant to their ladies, to their mothers, to sisters, to their wife. They always used to carry their mother's or their wife's name along with them. It is Radhe Krishna. It is Krishna Radhe. It is not something else. Right? Am I right? And now, you say Kundi Putran to Arjun. Do you say it's something else? The Pandavas. Who are the Pandavas? You know the Pandavas, the Pancha Pandavas, right? You say you don't say them by their father's name. You say them by their mother's name. Kundi Putra, you say. So now, always females have been prioritized in those days. But then, the fundamentalist people that evolved after some years, they had a clear-cut stratification or a clear-cut dissemination of men and women separately, where they tried to put the female genders down. And they started saying that the men are very dominant, they don't let the women grow up. That is because of the patriarchal society that we exist in. The comment that you heard, men are dominant, is just because of the societal norms that made them grow like that. They said that ஒரு பொண்ணுனா இப்படிதான் இருக்கணும், நீ இப்படிதான் பண்ணணும், நீ இப்படிதான் சாப்பிடணும், இப்படிதான் Dress போடணும். Who are you to decide what I should do in my life, my young children? Who are you? Nobody, right? You should ask this. Who are you to decide what I should eat, what I should wear, where I should go? And now, the men are dominant because they suppress the wings of the beautiful butterfly who is the woman to grow and fly from their homes. And that is why all this unnecessary, rapes and things keep on happening in our country, which is quite pathetic. And now, why is feminism so coming up? In India, even today, there are places in our country, areas in our country, among yourself itself, where a woman is not even allowed to talk for herself, to stand up for her right, to eat what she likes the most, or to dress the way she wants. She's been kept under the societal norm, saying that you cannot dream more, you have to be like this. Let me ask you something. Does dream have an expiry date? Your dream should never have an expiry date. That is something to be keeping on and on going like that. And feminism is coming because when such kind of unethical things happen in the society towards one particular gender, some women, they rise, not for themselves. They become the voice for the voiceless and they shoot up for them. But certain people, they become too feminist where they forget what they are talking. There are extremes. But the real feminism is not saying that women is important and males are not important. It is utter bullshit. The true feminism lies in understanding both the genders, understanding and giving respect to both the genders, and upholding the integrity of the women gender, because we are fighting for our rights, to understand that we are never less than anybody. A man is physically very strong and capable, but then a woman is made in such a way by God that she may not be physically too strong, but she is mentally very strong and stable. That is why a mother can never be replaced, if I'm not wrong. So both the genders are equally important. It is the way we conceive or perceive. The societal norms makes male more dominant and feminist as in a wrong notion. When you address these two things in a proper way, trust me, it goes well. And always have gender equality. Promote it. Help your friends, your girl gender. Similarly, you girls also should do the same to the boys. It should never be like you're a man, you're a woman. No. There is nothing called gender when it comes to the beautiful hearts who wants to explore more, who wants to understand more, who wants to grow together more in this world full of Nottingies or world full of unwanted stuff. It all starts at home also, right? So that's what you should do. Yes? I feel very happy that you children, is asking such kind of amazing questions. And that's how it should be. So talking about the career perspective, it reached up to this. You know why I'm able to talk like this? You know why I'm able to talk like this? Because of UPSC. I am an economics graduate, a PhD in economics. I am also an entrepreneur. But then, my preparation journey in UPSC made me understand so many things in life. You won't believe. Hey, you are a Muslim girl. You are கல்யாண வயசாச்சுல உனக்கு என்ன வேலை படிச்சுட்டே இருக்கா என்ன யூபிஎஸ்சி ஒரு வாட்டி அட்டெண்ட் பண்ண கிளியர் ஆகல திருப்பி ஏன் பண்ற எதுக்கு ஒரு வருஷம் வேஸ்ட் பண்ற எதுக்கு இந்த மாதிரி பண்ணிட்டே இருக்க படிச்சுட்டே இருக்க why you don't have any other job வேலைக்கு போக மாட்டியா all these kind of questions I have faced in life, trust me. But I'm telling you again, this journey apart from textbook knowledge will make you connected to so many realistic perspectives. I wish if I get an exclusive 2.5 hours to do an exclusive session on career guidance in UPSC. Today it was a mixture of many other options, but UPSC requires exclusive 2.5 hours with you people. 2 hours, I'll tell you, the half an hour is your choice for the questions. It is an amazing journey. And the journey அது ஒரு எக்ஸாம்னு நான் சொல்ல மாட்டேன். அந்த ஜேர்னலால மட்டும்தான் இன்னைக்கு என்னால இந்த அளவுக்கு தெளிவா பேச முடியுது. I was never able to talk like this before. It is just because of the experience I had in life. So whether you become an officer or don't become an officer is secondary. But you will become a very, very successful individual. You will know what to talk, how to talk, when to talk, and with what clarity to talk. And when you talk, it makes a lot of sense, and you'll be just like a water, freely flowing and adjusting yourself to whatever shapes or forms the water want to take based on places, circumstances, people. And you become one like that. Seriously. And that is the amazing thing about UPSC. So I hope in the short span of time, I've been able to delve deep into your brains regarding various career opportunities. And most importantly, please keep 3 to 4 things in mind. Be kind. Be kind to yourself, not to others. The more kind you are to yourself, the more compassionate you become, the more creative you become, the more passionate you become in whatever you want to do. Second thing is be greedy, not for money, but for opportunities. When opportunity comes to your door, don't leave it, grab it. And when you see an opportunity is going to come, go behind it. So be greedy and grab the opportunities that comes to your life. Because once it is gone, it is very difficult to get it back. The third thing is be fearless. Be so fearless, like a phoenix bird rising from the ashes. It is okay to fail. It is okay to be broken. It is okay to be hurt. But then there comes a time after you breaking, you hurt and all. There comes a time that you'll rise and heal and overcome like a phoenix bird from the ashes. Phoenix bird is a mythological or an imaginary bird in Chinese mythology. Even if you burn that particular bird, அப்படி நெருப்புல போட்டா கூட திருப்பியும் அந்த ashes வந்து உருவாயிட்டு திருப்பி அது உயர்ந்து it will fly so high, people say. So now when somebody tries to burn you also, be like a phoenix bird. Have the guts to rise from the ashes and show the world that you are able to do whatever you're capable of. The next important point is, be a person who will aim so high. Be ambitious, girls and boys, be ambitious. It is very much okay to be ambitious. The more you aim, you achieve so much. Keep a limit. There is no limit to your goals, but still, sky is your limit, star is your goal, and hard work and smart work is the road. But now, make sure that there is no limit to what you want to, but in case if you want to define a boundary, define like this. The next thing is, dream the impossible to happen. When you start dreaming of the impossible thing to happen, trust me, you become a possible person. When people like Einstein, people like C.V. Raman, people like Thomas Edison, when all these people dreamt of the impossible things, they broke the limitations inside their brain and they made impossible to possible. If they can do, why can't me and you do? Can't we? Yes, we can. So be like that. And now, never be afraid and scared of anything. Is it clear? F-E-A-R, fear. It is a word. You would have heard somewhere. It has two meanings. What is that? Either you face everything and you run away. Oh my God, I am not capable to handle the situation. Let me escape. But that shows how incapable you are. The next is face everything and rise like a phoenix bird. No matter whatever, I will overcome the challenge. And it is very much okay to fail in life. Celebrate your success, celebrate your failure. Because celebrating success is taught to us, but maintaining success is never taught to us. When you celebrate your success or victory, make sure that you celebrate that so that you are keeping on and on training yourself to maintain that. Now, celebrate your failure. Of course, you will cry. It will pain for you when you fail. But then, once you celebrate your failure, you will start understanding the deep pains that is inflicted inside your heart. That pain will enable you to overcome all the thicks and thorns of life, and you will evolve as a very, very, very strong person. Trust me, my students, it is okay to fail also. And it is okay to make mistakes. You know why? Forget the mistake, learn the lesson. That is worth it. Forget the mistake and learn the lesson. That is worth it. So these are the things you have to keep in mind. And one thing which I noticed here is a little hesitation from the crowd to ask questions. Be confident. Confidence is not something when you know the answers for everything. Confidence comes when you have the ability and the power to confidently face a situation and to deal with it. Is it clear? So make sure that no matter whatever, be very bold, be very beautiful in your ways. Everybody of us have flaws. We are not perfect. Flaunt your flaws. Be beautiful the way you are, inside out. That's very important. Yes? Yes? I hope you'll follow all these things and you'll become great, successful individuals in years to come. And I would be so proud if I'm able to meet you guys once again and to know that you are in such a great positions wherever you are. I wish all the best for all of you and thank you so much for having me here. It's a great pleasure. Thanks, Ranjit.
Any questions? You can kindly throw it. Thank you for your inspiring words, ma'am. Your insights will undoubtedly guide us on our paths and inspire us to achieve greater heights. To conclude this wonderful event, I now call upon Sri Bharanika from 2nd MA Economics to deliver the words of thanks.
As we conclude the session for the day, I deem it my privilege to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of the Postgraduate and Research Department of Economics. I would like to extend my gratitude to the resource person of today's program, Dr. Risha Nilsumudan, for taking time off from her busy schedule and share invaluable insights with us. I thank our principal, Dr. S. Santosh Babu sir, and also take this opportunity to thank the head of the department, Professor J.P. Jaideep sir, for their constant support. I thank our faculty members for their sincere guidance. I extend my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Narayanan sir for coordinating this program. A special mention to the Monatrix team for their tireless work in all the events. Last but not the least, I thank all the students of our department for being a part of this program. Thank you all.
Thank you. I request everyone to rise for the national anthem.
Jaya Jaya Jaya